Call of Duty World at War is hands down the best Call of Duty experience I have ever played, and I will back that word up until the day I die. I always say my top Call of Duty games are World at War, Call of Duty 4, and Black Ops 2. They're just fantastic. And World at War, if you do have a PC, regardless if it's an outstanding PC or if it's a piece of junk, even if it's bad, if you could probably still run this game, I'm not gonna lie. World at War is old. This game is dirt old. And the funny thing about it is that it's still populated. People are still playing this game till this day. I can get on this game at 3 in the morning and there will still be ground war lobbies being hosted on World at War with 20 plus people in it. It's absolutely outstanding. It feels good. It feels good to see games that you remember so fondly, games that you love so much, see them still do well. You would think that these games would die off, which they have on console. Console, for some reason, the community is so toxic, and the only way they can have fun is by hacking. I don't know why, but I'm gonna leave that to you console players. For PC, we love Call of Duty, and especially old school Call of Duty games, that pretty much originated on PC. So it was amazing to see these fans still playing till this day, hosting their own lobbies, kicking all the hackers so it's no hacked lobbies, everything is fair. I had a blast. I played this game for 3 hours today. Keep in mind, I'm sick still. I still do not feel good. And when I don't feel good, I tend to play awful. I tend to play very bad. But in this game, it's a different story. I feel awful, but I can still flow. It amazes me that a game so basic. Think about it. It's a World War II game. How many weapons were in World War II? Barely any. So the weapons in this game are minimum. The attachments in this game are minimum. The perks are minimum. This is a bare bone game, just like Call of Duty 4. And I'm going to use this as an example as well, because for some reason people think the more content, the better. Which is true from time to time. But if the game is fun, it's fun. You don't need anything to continuously get you playing this game. All you have to do is just hop on World at War, play a couple of matches, and you're hooked. It's that good of a game. Let me start with the map design really quick, because it's absolutely phenomenal. I always say this, people keep saying the map design in Modern Warfare is bad because the maps are big. Bullshit. Big maps are the best maps, and it's proof right here in World at War. Just look at the gameplay that's in front of you. I have so many clips I can show you today that is actually insane. I'm going to show you guys as much as I can, and whatever I can't cram into this video, I will save those clips for another video, because you best believe Modern Warfare is being put on the shelf right now. Why should I play that? Why should I torture myself with an absolute garbage game when there are old games that are 10 plus years old that still run amazing to this day? Why? Why would I bother playing Modern Warfare when I can play a masterpiece like this? But the maps are perfect. They have flow. And yes, you can say, well, JB, you're on PC, you're playing with like 20 plus people in your lobby, so obviously on these larger scaled maps, it's more people, it's more action. But even a 10v10 on Gunrunner and Modern Warfare, one of the smallest maps in Modern Warfare, the 10v10 still plays slower than a 10v10 on this game. Makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense, besides the fact that Infinity Ward has lost their shit, they don't know how to design maps, and they don't know how to design a video game anymore. They're absolutely clueless on what Call of Duty is, and it hurts me. It hurts me to go back and play these outstanding games to see what Call of Duty truly was. Massive maps, good flow. You don't even have weapon customization in this game, but you're still enjoying it. And hold on, I have to pan over to this clip because it blows my mind. I keep saying everything blows my mind, but how can my mind not be blown after playing a game like this and then going back to Modern Warfare? It's night and day. Why would you put, what are they called, APCs or whatever, the quote-unquote tanks in Modern Warfare? Why would you put those in the game, knowing that they're overpowered? Tanks are fine. Keep the tanks. Look at this clip that I'm going to show you right now. These things are slow. Tanks are slow. They can't turn. They can't shoot you. They're not good at killing infantry. That's the whole point of the tanks and Call of Duty games. It's an infantry game. Call of Duty is made for infantry. If you're going to add vehicles, make sure they don't dominate the infantry. But in Modern Warfare, they put these quote-unquote APs, I don't know the exact name, I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but APCs, which are fast, they're mobile, they move quickly, and they shoot like rockets every 2 seconds. You don't have to wait and reload for another rocket. In a tank, you have to be smart in World at War. You can't go around blowing everybody up in your tank. You have rockets, you have the missiles, and you have to wait to reload it. And the top gunner is actually useful. It's not like the top gunner is not useful in this game. Because like I said, you have to take a long time to reload your next missile into your tank. So having someone on the top gun is actually handy so they can gun down infantry. Everything just works. Everything works in World at War, and it sucks because why did they put the APCs in Modern Warfare when they could have just simply put a tank and have them work exactly as they do in World at War? Slow, sluggish, but they still pack a punch. It's not like I'm not scared of tanks in World at War. I'm still scared of them. I don't want to approach them. It will demolish me. But it's not like they can just destroy me any second they see me. It takes skill to kill infantry with tanks more than it does in Modern Warfare. Makes no sense. It actually hurts my brain what these incompetent, stupid Infinity War devs had in mind when they were designing Modern Warfare. How stupid could you possibly be to make tanks the most overpowered part in ground war? They could have done it like World at War. It works in this game. And don't even get me started about the weapons. Please, God, don't get me started about the weapons. Too late. I'm already getting started about this shit because I can't stand it. Every gun is useful in World at War. This isn't the M4, MP5 shit show like in Modern Warfare. I can use the MP40. I can use the PPSH. I can use the Tommy gun. I can use the Gewehr. I can use the M1 carbine. I can use the STG. I could use the shot. I can use any goddamn gun in Call of Duty World at War, and they will all be fun. They are all useful. They all put in work. And it's the same bullshit that I'm telling Infinity Ward on a day-to-day basis on this channel. Stop nerfing the M4 and MP5. Buff the other weapons. God, it's like, I don't know how they made Modern Warfare. I'm actually angry. I'm sick right now. I feel like crap. But Modern Warfare has made me so angry that I could just push all the sickness aside and make this rant video. Because I'm amazed. I'm actually amazed that a 10-year-old game plays better than a current gen 2020 title. The only thing I could think of is Activision took a massive shit on a plate, gave it to Infinity Ward, and forced them to just shovel it all down, and then they go ahead and take a shit on another plate, and that's what they feed us, the community. Because that's all Modern Warfare is. Pure, utter shit. Worst game I have ever played. It's like, it's so clear. It's so clear how bad Modern Warfare is once you go back and play another game. I'm not talking about play the remastered bullshit that Activision decides to put in every single year with their supply drops in Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Who the hell do they think they are? No, none of their bullshit that they made recently. Go and play an old Call of Duty game. The original Call of Duty 4. The original Call of Duty World at War. Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1. Go play a good Call of Duty game. Play it for an hour or 2 hours, and then go back and play Modern Warfare. I can't even play it longer than 5 minutes anymore after playing these games. It's night and day. It's literally night and day. It's like Modern Warfare. They tried to make a game that, I don't know, resembled an old school Call of Duty game. They had big maps. They had a lot of different weapons to choose from, but they all play like shit. It's like the devs were told. It's like they looked back to the older Call of Duty titles, or maybe the old developers who made these old school Call of Duty titles told them the keys and the techniques on how to make these games. They told them everything they need to make a Call of Duty game a Call of Duty game. But then these incompetent assholes decided to change it and put their own twist on Call of Duty to whatever the hell they made with this game. Modern Warfare is trash. I'm gonna say it again, it's utter trash compared to these glorious, beautiful Call of Duty games you're watching right here. This right here is a real man's Call of Duty game. This is a real man's game. Call of Duty 4 might have been the first Call of Duty game that I played multiplayer-wise, but Call of Duty 2, the big red one, was actually my first Call of... I don't care. My first official Call of Duty experience, the multiplayer experience that I played for a full year, that I personally owned the title, was Call of Duty World at War. And what I remember so fondly was how graphic this game was. I was a kid. This is an adult's video game. This game is made for adults. So when I was a kid looking at World at War, I thought, shit, this is war. This is what war looks like. But they keep color coding these multiplayer experiences that just give me no good vibes. Now I gotta say, Modern Warfare, they did bring it back pretty good to the more, the hardcore military style. But nobody does that in real life. Nobody plays real life how they play Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is a shit show. It's like they had the cool aspects. They had the cool screams, the death effects, the dirty talks that your characters splur out every once in a while. It's a dirty game. It's made for adults. But then they go ahead and make it a complete camp shit show. World at War is a video game that has ginormous maps. Maps that are bigger than all of the Modern Warfare maps combined. Honestly, the maps that they made in this game are almost the size of the Ground War maps, and they're designed for 6v6. They're made for 6v6. And they're almost as big as the 10v10 Ground War maps. And they play better. How does that make any sense? Please, I need one person in the comment section. If you can defend Modern Warfare, tell me right now, why in the flying hell is Modern Warfare, the maps play slower when they're smaller than the maps you see in this video? Go ahead. You know what? I'll give you 5 seconds. I'm going to look at my timer. I'll give you 5 seconds to come up with some shit show of an answer. Go ahead. Go ahead. Exactly. There is no fucking answer for that. The maps are trash. They're trash. Oh my god, I can't believe that Modern Warfare is what we got this year. It's so easy to make a Call of Duty game. I can't be going crazy. Every year, I keep asking, everybody keeps asking for a video game that takes us back to what Call of Duty was. Every single year we do this. We say, please, Activision, just give us a game that plays like the old school COD games. COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, World at War. Give us a game like that. And they say, okay, here's Modern Warfare. This game resembles exactly what old school Call of Duty looks like. Okay, here's Call of Duty World War 2. This is exactly what Call of Duty looked like back in the day. Bullshit. Call of Duty World War 2 is like utter shit compared to World at War. When I heard that they were first releasing Call of Duty World War II, and I'm not talking trash about it, because honestly, from the past 3 Call of Duty games, World War II is probably the best one out right now. But Jesus Christ! How did they make a game like World War II with bare minimum content? You can't even play as the Japanese or the Russians. You're stuck as the Americans and the Germans? How do you have a game like World at War that you made, a historic masterpiece in the Call of Duty genre, and you don't look back to that game to make World War II? Sledgehammer just goes ahead and just makes a shit show of another game without taking any references from these old school titles? I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what any of these devs are doing, but you have so many games under your belt that are good. You have so many games that have potential, that are old school games. Why the hell are you not looking at these video games to come up with your next masterpiece? Why do you keep going ahead and making your own crappy visions try to come to life, and we all hate them? We keep saying we hate them, but you keep making these crappy games. I don't know what to do anymore, people. I don't know what to do. Do I have to play a 10-plus-year-old game only now? Is that how this is going to be every year? Am I no longer allowed to play any of the new Call of Duty games that they release every year? Do I have to play these old games just to get a Call of Duty vibe? Is this really necessary, Activision? Is this seriously necessary? And it's so sad, because Modern Warfare, like I always say, had the potential. It had the damn potential, but you can't run and gun in that game. I don't know why, because I was looking back at some older videos, and my boy Stereo actually just made a video about the time to kill, and how honestly it's very similar, and I will agree. Modern Warfare has a very fast time to kill, and at first I thought it was way too fast, but when you go back to games like World at War and Black Ops 2, they're about the same. They're about the same time to kill, but why is it that I can run in these games, but I can't run in Modern Warfare. It has to be the map design. It has to be the maps. Infinity Ward, whoever made the maps, I usually don't say this, but I don't want to curse anymore, but get the hell out of the studio. You gotta be fired. You should not even be able to work on video games anymore. Dead ass. I'm being dead ass right now. I don't know how you got this job. I don't know how. And they're saying they were the original makers of Modern Warfare 2 maps? Bullshit. If the person who made Modern Warfare 2 maps made the maps in Modern Warfare, they must have been snorting so much crack during their time off that they just completely forgot how to make maps. Because Modern Warfare maps are complete utter trash. I don't know how they made them. Just look at what's in front of you. These maps are masterpieces. Not only do they give me that gritty World War II vibe where I feel like I'm really in the shit right now. Like, these maps and the voice acting and everything that's in Call of Duty World at War is outstanding. It gives me those serious World War II vibes. And then you go over to a game like Modern Warfare, which is supposed to give you terrorist vibes, and I'm playing on Piccadilly. How the flying hell does Piccadilly give me any terrorist vibes? What is going on? You say you want to make a game that is supposed to be like current day. It's supposed to resemble what our current issues are. Well, terrorism is our current issue. People blowing themselves, people killing a bunch of people, driving car bombs into shit. But that doesn't happen in Piccadilly. That doesn't happen in Piccadilly. I'm sorry to say. You could have done so many good things with your map designs. And so many cool areas you could have held these maps. But all the maps are shit. I don't feel like I'm in Modern Warfare. I don't feel like I'm in modern combat. And that's the whole point of the game. They're supposed to resemble what Modern Warfare is supposed to be. Please, actually, I'm very curious because I do know I have some military people that do watch my channel. And all respect to you guys because seriously, I could barely even grow the balls to go into the military. That shit's scary. It's creepy. It's a lot of crazy shit that goes down in the military. So all props to you guys. But I want to know, does Modern Warfare even closely resemble to what you guys dealt with when you served your time in the military? And if it did, I want to know what in Modern Warfare resembles it. Because honestly, I just can't see it. I spend a lot of my times watching military videos. I'm very interested in military stuff. That's why I love FPS games like Battlefield and Call of Duty. I always watch, YouTube videos on the military, what they do out in the Middle East, how they handle airstrikes, actual combat, real combat. I like to check out videos like that with the actual, not face cams, but, helmet cams where they show oh god, it's some crazy shit that goes on. But all of those videos that I watched have nothing to do with Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is just its own beast. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. I seriously don't know what else to say. I could sit here and complain all day, but you know what? I'm done. I'm going to go right now. I'm going to go play a good Call of Duty game. I'm going to go play World at War, or I'm going to go play Call of Duty 4, maybe even some Black Ops 2. And you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do that a lot of people can't do right now? I'm going to have fun. You want to know why? Because it's a freaking video game. That's why. That's why I'm going to go have fun. Because it's a video game. I didn't sign up to sweat my ass off every 5 seconds, Infinity Ward. I bought the game so I could relax. Not get pissed, you incompetent douchebags. I want to relax when I play a video game. Thank God for these old school Call of Duty games, and thank God the PC community isn't hacked to death. Because if these games were hacked, if World at War was non-playable, I would quit Call of Duty. God forbid I had to play Modern Warfare every single day like that. That game is utter bullcrap. And just another quick thing to add into this commentary as well while I'm still here. Just to let you guys know, this game has massive maps, but also it doesn't have unlimited sprinting. Funny, right? Funny how a game that does not have unlimited sprinting, and I'm not using extreme conditioning, with massive maps, works faster, runs faster, and is more aggressive than a game with unlimited sprinting and double sprinting in it as well. Why is that? What's the reason for that? I don't know. Maybe just because there is no reason. There is no reason I could possibly think for that. It's no reason behind why a game that doesn't have unlimited sprinting with massive maps and a very slow playstyle runs faster than a current game that's double sprint, regular sprint, and it's a game that's made in 2019. It's like we've been over this. This franchise, this isn't new. Call of Duty is a game that's been made for 10 plus years now. We've been playing this game yearly. You've been developing this game yearly. It's not new stuff. It's not complicated stuff either. Just put a game together that the fans want. and we'll all be happy. I promise you. But stop messing around with the formula. Stop changing things that don't need to be changed. This is clear proof right here. And I'll even, if you want more proof, I'll gladly continue with the old school gameplay. Just let me know down in the comment section. I'll play COD 4, I'll play Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. I have all the old school Call of Duty games. Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, I have them all. If you want proof that Call of Duty is still amazing, then I'll show you guys the proof. But it's just, it's so true, and it's so sad that these new Call of Duty games are that bad. And you're not going insane. If you think you're going crazy because you think, oh, I hate Call of Duty every year, it must just be the Call of Duty cycle. No, it's not that. That's Activision brainwashing you to make you think that you are thinking that's a Call of Duty cycle. No, they're just making garbage every year and trying to, persuade us that this is what old school Call of Duty is like, knowing that you can't go back and play the older titles because they're all hacked to death. But if you have a PC, whether it's bad or good, I highly encourage you to go ahead and at least get Call of Duty 4 and World at War. Modern Warfare 2, 3, and Black Ops 2 are a little hacked here and there. Not completely hacked. You might have to back out every once in a while and find a new lobby. But games with server browsers, and the games that have server browsers are COD 4, Call of Duty World at War, and Call of Duty Black Ops 1. If it has a server browser, it is not hacked. Keep that in mind. So if you want a good old school Call of Duty experience, highly suggest World at War, COD 4, and Black Ops 1. You will never find hackers, and you will only have fun. I promise you. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this rant. I know, it was a long one. It definitely was a long commentary here. But I just had so much to say. I'm just amazed that I played 3+ hours of World at War, and I had more fun than playing 10 minutes of Modern Warfare. It's like I didn't even have the urge to get off World at War. I did not get tired of the game. I did not get bored of the game. The only reason I got off of this game was so I can record this commentary for you guys. And I'm getting right back on it. It's like, this is what I want. This is what people want, Activision. We want fun. Not a sweat fest. I don't know what skill-based matchmaking is doing, taking control of these lobbies. But this is what Call of Duty is right here. A bunch of random people mixed in on random teams. There's God tier players on the other team that I'm versing. They're constantly kicking my butt. But there's also God tier people on my team. And there's a bunch of noobs scattered around everywhere. It makes it fair. It makes it fun. I don't know what's so hard about that. I don't know what's so complex about making an even playing field. But please, Activision, make Call of Duty great again. I really have high hopes for Black Ops 5. I'm really hoping they don't screw this up. I don't know how else they could screw it up. But just play old school Call of Duty games and Black Ops 5 will be good. Play Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Call of Duty World at War. And I swear you'll have a masterpiece with Black Ops 5 on your hands. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. If you hated it, you could always dislike it. If you're brand new to this channel and you enjoyed what you heard today, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And also hit that bell notification button if you want to be notified on all my recent uploads. Also, if you just want to chat with me or see some behind the scenes clips, you can follow me over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And also, if you just want to catch me live streaming, I do that over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan as well. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
We have taken the lead. Artillery acquired. Our artillery will shake them